Hi everyone, let me just check so you can see my hands. Yes, right, okay. You wanted the dress form. Well, I've already done a little bit extra to mine. I've added some gorgeous lace. I do sell this in the shop. I sell this one as well and this one. And I've added 1, 2, 3 layers of lace. And I think you'll agree that really does bring that dress form out. It looks smashing. I'm quite pleased with it. So I'm going to show you how to make that now. I'll tell you the materials. You can run along and get the materials together if you've got them. And then we shall get on. What you need is I'm going to use 3 different kinds of paper. This is from the Ladies Diary collection. I'm going to have that as the top layer. I'm going to have that as the middle layer. And I'm going to have that as the underneath layer. And then I've also got a piece for the panel, the top of the dress. And that's to go at the top as well. Now we're going to cover the top section first. I've basically just made myself a little template. You need the dress to stick onto something safe. This is what's going to be showing. This won't be. But you'll see what I mean as we go along. And that is just a basic... if you cut yourself like a trapeze, whatever you call them, can't remember. You know what I mean. That shape. As though you're doing a long thingy and then just cut the top off. So you'll get that shape. You want the skirt. Turn that upside down the opposite way and then just cut the armholes out and cut the neck hole out. They're not hard to do at all. I usually draw mine first to try and get it the same. So that's the paper and the card that you're going to need. You're then going to need some trimmings. Now, for the top of the dress I've used this one. Little fine, beautiful, soft lace. I do have that in the store, like I say. And I am telling you what I've got in my own store because it's my store. So, sod anybody else. You're also going to use this. You're not going to use it. I've also got this to use, which is another beautiful soft lace. So I'll use that on a layer. And then I've got this one, which is just stunning. And you know, ladies, it's cheap. Go get it. Now, I've got several little bits for trimming. These are just little braids. They're actually from when I do my miniatures, because they're tiny braids. See, really fine. But I've got some of those. I would get yourself 2 or 3 different ones if you can, just to mix with some pearl. I've also cut a little felt circle out. You will see why when I do this. I've got a bit of trimming off the pearl trim that I sell, because I might use it, might not. And I've got a butterfly. I want to use a butterfly for mine with a little bead that's going to go in the middle like that. And I've got some alcohol ink to blend that down, tone that silver down. And a bit of lace. And then you want some flowers. And that's all you need. And if you've got that, run along and get it now. Then come back to the video and follow what I do. And we'll get on with making this dress form. It's absolutely stunning. Oh, I'll tell you what else I've done as well. I've taken some of my small braid and I've just used oh my, I can't remember what it's gone out of my head, sorry, but it's like soaks up paint. So I've used that just to wrap the braid round. I've then watered the braid and then dried it using the dryer, and I think hopefully it'll work. I need a coil with a small braid. So I'm going to leave that while we work on the actual dress form. So, like I say, you take your first lot. Oh, sorry, take the first lot. Take the smaller pieces that you're going to do the top of the dress form with. Now, I'm going to have that as a base, and then this is going to be scrunched. So all you do is, I'm just going to quickly glue mine on using the hot glue. Put that on and then press it down. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not fussed. And then just cut that out. Like that, just trim out the neck bit. I've got the boys are here. I've got the drawing of the competition to do as well. So I'm going to do this tutorial and then we'll get that done. So save that bit. You never know where that bit might come in handy. That bit's no good. Okay, so we've got this. Now, all I'm going to do with this, when I can find my... Where's my knife? Here's my knife. I'm just going to rough up the edges a bit. I did happen to treat myself to one of those, and to be quite honest, I know it's me. I'll begrudge paying anybody anything if I can save a bob or two and do it myself. But my blade's just as good. So it does just the same job. Right, so that's that. Now, I'm just going to colour that a little bit. And I've got the... I'm using the Letraset ink, and this is the gold. And I just want a little bit on a sponge. And I'm just going to colour that. I'm just going to blend all that in. I just want to slightly change the colour. On that. Oh, I'll do the what's it while I'm here as well. Where's the butterfly gone? I might as well. I just want to tone down the butterfly, that's all. That's better. See, a lot better. Okay, so we're done there. Put that to one side. Just got a little bit of that on my thing, and I don't want to ruin it. Pop that up there. Okie dokie, take your small piece. Now, I've cut mine about 3 inches, or about 3.5 inches, and then just round off that section, because that section is going to sit in the middle there. And when your paper's on your dress, you'll see what I mean. No, I did the wrong thing then. Just soak that. Right, really quick. You don't need to fuss anything about it, I mean. And then we just fold it and scrumple that up. And what I normally do is I take really tiny folds like that and scrumple that right up. See, like that. And you want it shabby. You don't want it really, really neat. And then what you do is you take hold and you're going to glue that, and all you do, even though the paper's still damp, it will stick. You need to squash that in the middle. Take off the excess, that's nothing. Right, and fan that out. And I'm going to take mine to the armhole there. So all I'm doing is I pull that back. I know I've coloured it all, but I want it, you'll see in a minute. Pull it back to the arm, like that. Let me just get the bit of glue on there. Like that. And pinch it. You have to, you know, pinch it in and make it stick like that. Even though it's wet, it will stay. Okay, so we've got that scrumpled. And these can fan out. Don't worry about that, that's me, I've done that. And then we cut it. This is really very quick to make. You can do them, you don't have to crumple them up. I like the front crumpled. I really do like it crumpled. The lace is going to cover that. So that's that for now. Leave that as it is. Just put that to one side. Now what you need to do is to sort these out. So we spray them with water. So pop that to one side. I've already edged the bottom of these, you know, to scruff them up a bit. There's another one. And this one. You're not actually soaking them all over. Because some of it stays dry. So we just wipe that over there like that. Leave that to soak. Just wipe that off like that. Right, so now what we're doing is we're going to scrunch them. And all you do is exactly what I've just done. Scrunch them up. You like pleating it, but not quite. It doesn't really pleat it much because it scrumples. And then just squeeze that really tight. And it doesn't matter if it's all crumpled everywhere. It's called a crumpled dress. Okay, so we've got that. Put that to one side. And do the same with all the other bits. All the other layers. Let it undo a little bit and then just scrunch it back up. So that's for top layer. And we're having one like this, aren't we? And like I said, not all of it is wet. And then just do that. That's our next layer. And then this layer. And anyone can make these, whether you're a beginner, a novice or whatever, you can all do them. Yep, like that. Again. They're really quick to make. Like that. Just dry the top off. Now what you need, this is going to be the base of the dress. I'm going to do mine sideways on instead of like that so you can actually see what I'm doing. Oops, need some glue, mate, come on. See how quick that was to do? Okay, just do about 1 inch of glue. Take hold of the very beginning of that one. Lay it on top and squeeze. Pinch it together again. Like that. Pull that back. I would just do about 1 inch at a time. And squeeze it all together. Pull that back. Because you're squeezing the glue into the grooves, which is holding it. And even though it's damp, it will hold. And then the last bit I just pop onto there and do it like that. Okay, so let that set. Just leave it there, it's not going to hurt anything or anyone. Again, we'll just Putting the glue on, start at the beginning and very quickly pull it together. That's fine. Pull that back. And then just and leave that to dry. Okay, I mean, if I wasn't showing you, I would do them in rows like that and then just leave them to dry. So this one should be ready, and you just peel it off, and there's your first layer. We're doing it in 2 sections because the paper's only 12 by 12. Okay, so I'm just going to do this one, move that up there. Start at the beginning and pull it together quickly. Pull that back. You flatten it down as you go, because otherwise it'll be too bulky. This one should be dry now. Okay. Don't worry about any of that. Now I'm going to do the next one. Now, do I need... Oh no, this was the next one, wasn't it, silly old? That was the top one. Ha. Let's do this one then. Again, pop it on straight, but then pinch it together, so the glue gets in the grooves, and then you can flatten that down. You're pulling the glue back this way. Hope you can see this. And my head isn't in the way. Like that. Oh, Fiona, you silly Nana. You didn't tell me, did you? I've done the thing upside down. You could have said. See, even I make mistakes, but there you go. What do we do? Salvage. Chop the feet off. Doesn't matter. Then we have to make sure we've got this one the same. Yeah. Oh, I don't care. Never mind, we'll sort all that out after. Again. Let's start again. Better. Like that, and then we'll do this one. You can glue the paper if you get it like that, and then just bring it in. Like that. Okay, this one should be almost dry. There you go, I've got it like that. Now I probably will shape it when I get it on. Just let that dry, this will be dry. And because you're doing it on the mat, it's just like a film at the back, like you put tape on it, which is great because it holds it. Right. Let that dry, hopefully. Now what we're going to do is to actually make the skirt. Make it up. So again, layer of glue, just a line in a curve. And you're going to do the same again. Scrunch it up as much as you can. Like that. Overlay it. Let me get the glue stick in. Because it's, don't forget, it was only 12 inches, wasn't it? And bring that in as much as you can. Don't worry about this, that can all be cut off. Your next one. So, don't glue any sides yet, because you've got to put your lace in. Squeeze that on there. I'm not doing one as big as I did. I'm going to do the smaller one. Now, what I have to do is to make sure I get this in as, you know, squeeze that in as much as possible. Like that. And then this one will overlay it. Okay. So we just overlay that. Don't worry about anything hanging off. Right. Now, if I get that off, there's your skirt, see? I'm going to line mine up. Like that. Oh, come on, I've got glue everywhere. Let's cut this. Just to line it all up. With the pink underneath. I'm now going to chop quarter of it, about 1 centimetre. Come on, there. Like that. Now we take the dress. And you can see it's way too big. But this is where the magic comes into it. So what we do, glue that. Glue it on the top and on the bottom. Pop the dress over that and press down. Put it in the centre. And press that right down so it flattens it as much as possible. Okay. And then you have to shape it. So I know that my dress needs to come out like that. So that's what you do. And you just shape it. Leave these a minute because you've got your things to put in before you do any more. Turn that around and shape that dress. It reminds me of a prima ballerina's dress, to be honest. Now, before we glue any more down, we need to put the lace on. Oops, a daisy. So I'm just going to bring all the bits down here. The first lot of lace I want to go underneath. So all I'm going to do is just, I hope you can see from here, I've just put the glue onto the lace and then add that there and just press that down. I know I've cut it a little bit too much, doesn't matter. Don't waste that, go in a flower somewhere. This one's a little bit small. So just bear with me. Now what I'm going to do is to lift this one up. and pop this lace underneath. And you just pop the lace. That is beautiful, absolutely beautiful with the lace. So, sorry if you can hear my stomach. Once you've got that in position, I can actually pull that without wasting it. I'm going to do that. Pull this down. Just ignore them bits there, that's fine. Okie dokie. Just trim that off there for now. Now what we've got to do is to make sure that we glue everything down. So, bit of glue there, glue that down, glue that, glue that, turn this around, don't worry because we might just have to reshape it again a little bit, but that doesn't matter at all. Okie dokie, so here we go. We're just going to shape this a little bit more. It is so easy to make this dress. You don't have to be a genius. Okie dokie, so we've got that. Now, just going to see if this is done what I want it to do. I think so. I glued it onto the paper, to the pen thing. Don't forget I wet it and then I left it to dry. Beautiful. Wow, exactly what I wanted it to do. So I'm just going to snip the bit off with the paper on both ends. Look, I got my own little tassely thing going off there. Great. Now, move the dress to one side. Take your little disc. And I'm just going to start putting some trimmings on here. I've got several bits of lace. Some nice little braid. Oops, go over. I haven't cut them to length, I've just chopped lengths off at the moment. I will sort all of that out once it's on the dress. Do another bit in the middle. Just put a couple of beady bits on. Sorry if my head's in the way, I don't mean it to be. Oops, daisy. Here's another different kind. I want a really nice spray of them, you see. Press them all down. Nice little bundle there. Oh, excuse me. And then I've got some thinner here. Right. Now, I think I will do that on there like that. and that gives me a nice strand. And what I'm going to do is to pop that here. And press down really hard. Like that. And then I just basically trim them off to the size I want them. And then that one, what I'm going to do is just poke around the back of that and glue that into the, oh, look at that. Ugh. Mucky glue. Just pop that into there, that will set. And it just gives it another dimension, having a bit of that hanging down. And then to top that off, just there, I think I might put a smaller one on. That's the wrong colour, but I can sort that out actually. Now I'm going to put it, and I'm going to do this one. It was slightly too big, but I'm going to take that off. And just pop that on there. You can still see the pearl behind it. I need a little bit of trim around the neck. Make sure that's flat. Leave a little bit hanging so that you can hook it over the back. And just a little bit of glue either side. Hook that over. No one's going to see the back, even if you put it on a coat hanger. No one's going to see that. Where's my butterfly? Oh, here. And I'm just going to pop the butterfly on there. Bend it up slightly. I really could do with a smaller one, but I don't have one. I couldn't find one. I've probably got a smaller one somewhere. Pop that in the middle. And there you go. I don't need to do anything else with it apart from here. And what I'm going to do is I've got some tiny roses that I'm just going to use to fill in that little gap. They're the wrong colour, but I will go over them with some of the correct colouring that I need. You know, my grandsons have got to the age where they bicker. And, oh, it's a nightmare. Truly is a nightmare. Because it's, you don't hear of them bickering, and then all of a sudden they start. One's slowly becoming a teenager. Well, he is a teenager. My God, Deacon's 14 this year. But the other one wants him to still be a kid. It doesn't work like that, does it? Right, so there you go. That's how you make them. I mean, even though that's all, you know, lots of it. And these are all glued down now. There's lots of dangly bits here. This will all be coloured in. But I'm just showing you the basics of how you make that dress. And anyone can make it. You could do another layer under here of lace. I choose not to, because I do like just to see the steps in it. And possibly this could have been lifted a little bit more so it was like that. That's better. But never mind. I've done it like that. And I like it. Hope that helps. They are really, really easy to make. It doesn't matter that you go over, because you just shape it in and it becomes like a ballroom dress. Thanks for watching. Take care. And I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye for now.